Hey everyone, it's Mr. G, and due to a request from a former colleague, I'm making this video on events. And I was asked to make this video to make it a little bit simpler than my previous video that I made on events. So Scratch is considered an events-based programming language, meaning that the browser, or Scratch, is waiting for events to occur to trigger certain actions or certain blocks of code to run. As an example, one of the most common events that the browser in Scratch is waiting for is waiting for the green flag to be clicked. So if I just hover over the green flag, you'll see that it says go. That is an event that Scratch can listen to or listen for the occurrence of. So if I click on go, nothing happens because I don't have any code that is specifically written to occur or to be followed when the green flag is clicked. But if we just go over to the events palette, I can grab when green flag is clicked, and that can be the event that Scratch is listening for in order for something else to happen. So just as an example, if I want the cat to say something, let's say hello for 2 seconds when the green flag is clicked, the event is when the green flag is clicked, and you'll see that it has this hat-shaped block. So event listeners are always have this hat-shaped block. And now when I click on the green flag, Scratch detects that and it triggers this block of code to run, this script. So that's one event. The next event that I can go over is when the sprite is clicked. So Scratch can detect if your mouse is over the sprite and if you click on it. So it can do that by going over to the events palette. We can use the when this sprite clicked event listener, and we can just add another block. Let's have it say goodbye when this sprite is clicked. So I'm just gonna write bye. And now when the mouse or the cursor is over the cat and we click on the sprite, it's now gonna say bye. So if we click on the green flag, it's gonna say hello for 2 seconds. But if we click on the actual sprite, it's going to say bye for 2 seconds, because that is the event that was triggered by me clicking on the actual cat. And you'll notice that if I click over here on the side and the backdrops, nothing's gonna happen because there's no event listener waiting for me to click on the backdrop. But we could add that, but just to keep this simple, we're not going to. The next event, or the final event that I wanna go over, is when the certain key is pressed, when a key is pressed, and we can select a specific key press. So for example, when I hit the up arrow, maybe I want the sprite to move in the up direction, or to move, or to change its Y position by 10, let's say. So now Scratch, meaning the browser, is waiting for me to click on the up arrow, or it's waiting for me to click on the sprite, or to click on the green flag. And when I hit the up arrow, it's going to move, it's going to change its Y position by 10 pixels. So that's happening, but if I click on the right arrow or the left arrow, nothing happens because I didn't create an event listener for another event, for the event of clicking on the right arrow. But I could add that, so we can just keep going back to the events palette and bring in another block, another event listener, another hat block. And when the right arrow key is pressed, maybe that's when I want to change the X position. So I'm going to change the X position by 10. So now the cat or the sprite can move over to the right and it can move up. I could also click it to see it say bye, or I can click on the green flag to see hello for 2 seconds. The way to think about it is that the browser or the operating system is waiting for something to happen, for an event to occur that will trigger certain actions to occur. And you're the one in Scratch writing the code to define the action that will occur when the event is triggered. So I really just had one command for each one of these events, either saying hi, bye, or moving a certain distance. But you can add more commands, you can add more blocks and make it a little bit more complex and have different things happen when different events occur. But hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.